let me say this. God created us, and He created the most awesome thing in the whole world. It's called free will. And this free will gives us the choice to choose from right and wrong. He created the world perfect, but Adam and Eve made a decision that broke the whole world, and sin entered in. They disobeyed God. The very first sin was disobedience, and it's gonna be the very last sin until the day Jesus returns. You want to know why God doesn't destroy evil? Because if He destroys evil, then He has to destroy the whole world. And He will one day. But He doesn't have to destroy evil altogether. He defeated sin. He defeated evil. But if He destroyed it, there would be no free will. There would be no choice. He created us with a choice to choose to love Him willingly or to choose to go away from Him and run away. This choice is free will. This choice is what makes us free, what makes us have freedom. It's the difference between being a slave and the difference between being victorious and free. This choice is what God gave us. He wants us not to be forced to love Him. He doesn't want us to be forced. But what He wants us to have is He wants us to have life. He wants us to choose to have Him. He wants us to choose to love Him. He wants us to choose Him over the momentary pleasures of this world, the momentary evils that seem good, but they're never really good. They're actually evil in disguise. What is right and wrong? What is good? Evil is a desire that seems good but is not. Evil is the choice to destroy ourselves, even though it seems like it's helping us, giving us life, giving us joy, giving us peace, when really it's taking these things away. You want to know why God doesn't destroy suffering? Because suffering, even though it's hard to understand, it is a good thing. Pain is good, even though we can't understand why people get cancer, why people die. It's a good thing. Pain is good. In our minds, we can't comprehend it, but pain is good, because if we didn't have pain, we would burn ourselves on the stove. We would be cut up. We wouldn't have stitches. We would have a big giant hole and then we wouldn't get stitches because we didn't have the pain to tell us, oh, we're hurt, we're broken, we need help. Pain shows us that we need help. We need somebody to save us. I'm not saying God makes evil and pain. I'm saying He allows us to go through it. Because sometimes it takes those hard things to make us open our eyes and make us see what other people refuse to see. Sometimes it takes a life and death situation to realize that we need life. We need abundance of life and joy. We may be broken. We may be sinful. But Jesus was perfect. Jesus was holy. He was pure. And He came down to earth so you do not have to die. This choice is so precious. We take it for granted. You want to know why God doesn't destroy the whole earth and start over? I'll tell you why. Because He wants every single person to be able to choose Him